off the War Machines of Portugal, and I look forward to see a fantastic, exciting match. I think it was Wednesday evening, I was really impressed with the other semi-final being between the 2K2S and Crucial Gaming. Despite being a very one-sided match, you can say, I hope this evening is going to be a lot closer, just for the excitement of watching the game, but maybe not have that different skill level because I was really impressed how 2K2S and Crucial Gaming was playing. But how about you, James Carter? How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. We had a couple last minute hiccups here with the servers and a couple other things, so we're still trying to figure it out. The match might get delayed just a tiny little bit, but we should be fine. For everyone who's already here, welcome. I can see there's quite some activity in the chat already. And for the people who don't know, we actually have very, very high powers that be watching the match tonight. We have at least two, if not more, TWL. No, wow, what am I saying? Game developers in the chat watching the game as well. So say hello to Grandish, to Roster. Might be a couple more in there. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. However, let's go to the match. We are playing the TWL tournament. Can you tell us something about that, Filipovic?
Yes. As I was saying last Thursday, we saw no, so Wednesday, we saw the 2K2S and Crucial Gaming facing off in what was the Alpha division, and then tonight we're gonna have the Bravo division facing off. The last two remaining of this Bravo division, and version 2 and War Machines of Portugal have been each played two matches prior to facing each other tonight. Version 2 first beating off the Silencers 7-4, and afterwards they went and beat RG. Um, I don't know what the score was between version 2 and RG, but I can tell you that the RG Reflected Gaming, pretty sure they played the match, but RJ
Yeah.
it's a multi-gaming organization where they have been playing some other games than America's Army Proving Grounds. And then on the other side, the War Machines of Portugal been facing first off DFL, beating them very convincingly 7-0, and then One Trick Pony. One Trick Pony sounds like a pretty fun name. I don't know so much about them, but I can tell you they beat them 7-4. So despite having I would say pretty easy run towards the semi-final, I look very, very much forward to having these two teams facing off tonight.
I would agree. We both had a chance to talk to both teams today, specifically first to version 2. What was your impression of the one we talked to? I think it was Unknown from his team.
Yeah, that's correct. The version 2, from what I got to know from Unknown, was that it's an old America's Army 2 clan
Yeah.
coming all the way back from 1.7, America's Army 1.7. Uh, and the characteristic of this team is they used to play a lot of Special Forces map, and what is a bit similar with AAPG of the SF map was that it's a similar gun. It was also played a whole lot with the M4A1 gun, which is a fully automatical weapon. So that might be an advantage for them.
Possibly.
But version Yeah, possibly. But version 2 is actually a mix of different teams that met each other through AAPG but knew each other from AA2.
Yeah.
Unknown, for example, he's from the Airheads on Drug, AOD. Um, Maybe
Yeah.
it wasn't quite Airheads on Drug, but let's just stay with that just to be polite here tonight.
Yeah, they weren't actually allowed
Uh,
to use their real name on TWL, if you know what we're talking about. But as you said, they're a mix of different clans together combined now, joining AA4, I want to say, America's Army Proving Grounds. Let's stick with that name. Um, I think some information about the other team, Warmakers, is interesting. They're actually a European team playing in the American League.
yeah. Well, then I won't be the only European guy tonight on this stream. That's fantastic. But you've been speaking with the leader of the Portuguese teams of War Machines. Can you tell me anything about them?
Yeah, I talked to several guys of the team today. I also asked them, why did you guys join the American tournament and not the European one? I mean, that must be like 2 or 3 a.m. for you. He said, well, once we heard about the tournament and we wanted to join it, the European side was full already, so we just said, okay, you know what, let's join the American one. And they got lucky; they were the last team to join the tournament on the American side and the whole tournament in whole.
That's pretty impressive, I have to say. I mean, that shows the dedication of that team, I would say. All right, we didn't join the European League, but let's try out the North American, and hell, we'll just play at 2 a.m. in the morning on a Friday evening. Oh, boys.
Exactly. And it's not only the time that is the problem, it's also the ping. I mean, if they are lucky, they get on an East Coast server and maybe have 100 to 140 ping. But they have been playing on servers with more than 200 ping so far, and yet they made it all the way to the semifinals here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward. But I don't know these players whatsoever, but I know they've been playing a whole lot of AA3. Do you have any info about how they did in AA3?
I do not have a lot of info. I know they played, like, I saw one or two of these guys played more than 1,000 hours on America's Army Free. And I know we have
1,000
developers here
hours?
yeah, 1,000 hours. I know we have developers here tonight, but I don't think they were on AA3, so we can be quite honest. I think playing 1,000 hours on that game is, say, impressive.
I would say the key word that strikes me with this Portuguese team is definitely dedication. I mean,
Dedication.
yes,
Okay, let's stick with dedication then. I like that.
no, but I mean, you even join North American League, play at 2 a.m. I mean, all right, I'm staying up till very late. I'm not even on the same time zone as the Portuguese team is.
Yeah.
I'm 1 hour further away.
Yeah.
Still, 2 a.m. pretty late. All right, I don't have to play it, luckily, because my skill will definitely be improved. Not improved, the contrary, as being playing so late, and they reached the semi-final. Wow! But I know that we've been having a couple of problems with the server, in fact, because the other team version 2 has been so kind of changing the server closer to the Portuguese, so they can have a better ping. How is that standing up right now?
That's correct. The problem was that server just started crashing a lot, so I had to switch back to the Dallas server, which is not ideal, but still better than the West Coast server. And in fact, I just got the IP and the password for the server, so I'm gonna start joining that server in just a second, and maybe you can explain to our viewers how many rounds we play each side, how overtime is handled, and these kind of things, and I'll be joining you in just a second.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, tonight it's the whole tournament has been playing on the same map. It's Watchdogs. It's completely up to the TWL admins of why they choose only that. But at least it's been fair for every single team. They had the same common reason to practice that one map. Another thing is we'll be playing tonight on a best of 13. Best of 13 means that the first team to reach 7 will win the match. There's only one map. And it's all or nothing. As soon as they win this map, they'll be thrown into the final of the TWL North American League. Another thing is there's only one side switch, so after 6 rounds, the assaulting team will be joining defense and vice versa. Let's hope that these two teams are ready to put on a great match right from the beginning, and not wait till it switch sides over to defense, which is usually considered as a bit of the easier side.
I would
Now,
completely. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll be trying to get into the server, and as soon as we set up to the server, we'll be restarting our talking or ranting, as you call it. But right now, I think we should just put a bit of music, so we won't be hearing me typing on my keyboard like a madman.
Okay, I can actually do that. That's a good idea. I'm joining a server right now. It's on Shadow Step. Is that correct? I don't think so. So I'm trying to figure out what's up with that. I think they're just restarting it possibly. So I'm just gonna put on a little bit of music until we actually go live for the match, and we'll be right back, guys. back in the server. That was faster than Dark shooting anyone ever. That wasn't really good. Whatever. We're back in the server. At least I am. I'm sure you'll be in there just in a second. And you know what? We actually have a free camera mode available tonight. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's really one thing that we were missing from the last match we were having. But I hope that tonight we'll be able to have a better overlook on how things are working out on the server, and hopefully be getting every single crisp information about the match.
We'll definitely get a lot more kills. We're not gonna get every kill, obviously, because it's not that easy right now to switch from player to another specific player. But we know all that. At least we will be able to tell you a little more about what's going on strategy-wise, who is going where, how they're setting up on defense. Are they gonna play aggressive or defensive? Which is a big question for me tonight, looking at last night's match, 2 nights ago, I think, where one of the teams played super aggressive here on defense, and they kept pushing on the left side, which is over here, the police station, and kept just tearing the other team apart, even running into their spawn all the way around to flank them, which was quite surprising to me. How does it look? Are you about to join?
I'm about to join now. Yeah, I had a bit of trouble to get in, but
Yeah, me
I
too.
won't. I think I'm on my way now. I won't blame it on the ping right away.
Oh, that would be
No,
nice.
I'm in the server now.
Yeah, I sometimes
Oh.
have the problem when I try to join a server via IP that it just makes me join even though it's password protected, and then it tells me, hey, you can't join, you didn't put a password in. That happened to me the first 2 times I just tried to join, but the third time it asked me for the password, and then it all worked. And we are in here now, and we already have a couple players in the server. Let me use one of those commands. Since we have some developers here, didn't you? I thought I read that you entered a new command called playerlist. I do have to type it correctly though. To see what players on the server, but every time I try it just tells me command not recognized. Not sure I'm doing anything right or wrong, but maybe something to look into. Until we start the game, we can just talk about all these bugs that are annoying us. Isn't that fantastic? And they have to listen to us.
Yeah, but I think it's really a great aspect, and shout out to you guys from the dev team. I think it's really great that you want to use your off evening listening to us talking about other players playing the game that you've developed. I think it's yeah.
That
Shout out to you.
I completely agree. That is something that is also blowing my mind in a complete opposite way. We, despite how big the game was at some point in AA2 times, we never ever had developers actually caring about the competitive community, asking them about features that should be in the game or that should be changed or that should be taken out, and having a conversation going and trying to support and trying to slowly get these things out there to support us, to help us make the game better. And thank you so much for that, and I hope everyone else is just as thankful, at least most of them. And that is great. That's fantastic. So if I say something that I don't like, keep in mind I'm also super thankful for you guys even listening to us at all.
Yes, me too. And that doesn't mean that we don't want to hear everybody else's point of view. We have the chat on Twitch TV tonight
Oh,
that
yeah.
you are more than welcome to use. I hope that most of you will be using the chat. Ask us questions, and I'm really sure that James Carter will pick it up along the way. If not, we'll be definitely taking questions at the end of the game, and hopefully try to cover as much things as you like to talk about.